Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing super well. I know I am a bit late filming this, but we were on holiday when I turned 12 weeks pregnant, so I am now 13 and a bit weeks pregnant and filming my 8 to 12 week pregnancy update for baby number 2. So that's what this video is. It is my 8 to 12 week update for little Bubba in here. A fair amount has happened in the past 4 weeks. But the one thing I cannot get over is how fast this pregnancy is going, and it makes me kind of sad because life is so much busier than it was this time 3 years ago. You know, like when I was at this stage of pregnancy with Theodore, we had probably just gone into our first lockdown in the UK and COVID was rampant throughout the world, and it just makes me so sad that we don't have that little bubble this time of just me and Tom and eventually Theodore, and now we've got another little one, but it's going to be just as hectic and crazy as life is now, which is normal. It's, you know, I can see people's faces and everything like that, and it's just, it makes me kind of sad because this could be the last time we do this and will more than likely be the last time we do this. So I'm trying to make the most of it, but it's hard to make the most of it when it's going by so quick and I'm missing all these moments. But yeah, I'm just trying to slow down, which is why I'm writing everything down so I can remember everything, because it's just going so quick. Also, I know that in my last video I didn't include a bump shot. There wasn't much of a bump there, to be honest. It looked like I was just quite bloated. This time I do have a bump. I have popped a fair bit. So I'll try and include a bump shot in this video and upcoming pregnancy updates as well. So without further ado, let's get into all the symptoms I've been having between 8 and 12 weeks of pregnancy. So the first one I'll mention is kind of like 2 points mixed into one. I had 2 episodes of bleeding when I was around 9 weeks, and it was quite scary. Bleeding once was enough, but bleeding twice was terrifying. But because I'd had a private scan and we knew that the pregnancy wasn't ectopic and I wasn't in pain and I wasn't having any back pain or anything like that, or clotting, the early pregnancy unit pretty much just turned me away and refused to see me, which was a bit disappointing and a bit disheartening because I was sobbing, like just thinking of worst case scenario. But everything turned out fine. The bleeding was nothing. I ended up having another private scan just for my peace of mind, and they actually put me 4 days ahead. So I thought I was like 9 and 5. Yeah, I thought it was 9 and 5, and they put me at 10 and 2, and there's a little baby in there. So everything was fine. They couldn't find any cause for the bleed. They couldn't find any hemorrhaging or hematomas or anything like that. They couldn't find anything that caused concern or anything like that. So that put my mind at rest, knowing that it's just a common part of pregnancy and it does happen. So that was the most major thing that happened in the last 4 weeks, I think. I've been getting very mild cramping as well. It's not every day now, but I think it is my body stretching. They do feel like just very mild period cramps, and they last for maybe maximum 10 minutes at a time and then go away again. I remember having it much later in pregnancy with Theodore, whereas this time I'm experiencing everything a bit earlier because my body knows what to do and all my muscles have been stretched already. So yeah, I've been getting a little bit of cramping, but it's gone within a couple of minutes and it's not that painful, to be honest. My skin has been horrendous. I don't know if you can tell. I usually suffer with like really dry skin, like up here, that has subsided quite a lot, but it has been replaced with the beautiful pregnancy acne that you can see on my cheek and my chin. It's just on one side, like there's nothing on this side, it's just on this side. And my skin has been a bit drier around my nose, like right under here, even though it's not cold outside. So it's subsided where I would normally have it, but it's gone here instead, and I've got this lovely acne. I don't know if I've got anything on my back. I haven't looked. But my skin everywhere else seems fine, to be honest. I haven't really checked, but I have been sporting this lovely mess, but it's fine. I'm making the most of it, and I know that hopefully the second trimester glow is just around the corner. I've been getting a lot of back pain. I do stand up a lot for work, so my back does ache, especially after being at work. But even just like standing up for 5-10 minutes, my back is killing. Sitting down, my back's killing. Like sometimes in the shower I have to like bend over in the shower just so that like the warm water hits my back and gives me some kind of relief, because I know you can't use deep heat or anything like that in pregnancy. So I'm having to find more natural remedies for my sore back. But I don't think I had it this early in my last pregnancy. I think it was just very, like in the third trimester I definitely had back pain because obviously everything got heavier. But this time around, I think it's just my body stretching again, and I'm just dealing with it. Like hopefully it gets better, but I know when I hit that third trimester it's probably going to be horrendous, so I'm bracing myself for that. My nausea is wearing off. I still have it first thing in the morning when I wake up, but throughout the day, as long as I'm eating little and often, which can be hard sometimes because I've got a toddler to chase after. So I do sometimes neglect my need to eat, or I eat a little bit later than I normally would, so Theodore has all of his food on time and everything. So yeah, it's only like first thing in the morning as soon as I wake up and brushing my teeth. Like that, I do almost make myself sick from brushing my teeth. Like when I'm brushing my tongue, like I'm gagging, and I have almost been sick from brushing my tongue a couple of times. So I really hope that wears off soon, because I just hate it. I hate feeling sick. And I remember by this point in my first pregnancy, it had worn off. I felt great. I didn't feel tired. I didn't feel sick. I felt upbeat. And this time around, I just feel so tired and sluggish and sick. And it's a struggle to get out of bed in the morning, I'm not going to lie. But I'm hoping it wears off completely soon. So linking to that, I am knackered all the time. Like I can get a full 8-9 hours of sleep and I still wake up absolutely exhausted. And I'm just hoping that wears off soon. I know that having a 3-year-old, a nearly 3-year-old, really doesn't help the situation. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm feeling a bit more upbeat soon. And I really hope it's not that far away. It's now worn off, like as I'm getting into like the 13th week. But I did have quite a lot of food aversions. I've especially gone off like chicken. If it's not seasoned or anything, if it's just like plain chicken, I really have gone off it, and the texture of it as well just doesn't help. If it's in like a burger or it's in like bird's eye chicken nuggets or something, I can handle it, it's absolutely fine. But if it's just chicken with nothing on it, I really struggle. Like we had a curry the other day and it was just the texture of it, and I just couldn't. So that's been a big struggle because chicken is one of our main ingredients in our cooking. So we've had to kind of navigate around that and think of different things we can eat. But I'm hoping that once my sickness has worn off, I'm going to feel a bit more open to trying foods that I used to love. I hope that I'm open to trying them again soon because I miss some foods. And then my boobs have been hurting quite a lot. Again, as I've gone into the 13th week, it is kind of starting to wear off a bit. My nips are still quite sore and sensitive, but it's only if like I press them like really hard where it really like it gets quite uncomfortable. But other than that, they feel fine. Like there are the like occasional moments where I get like a tingling feeling up here, but other than that, they feel pretty good. And I'm really glad because like it got to a point where they were so sore and I couldn't lay on them, I couldn't do anything. So now I'm starting to feel a lot better, and yeah, I don't have to worry about putting my bra on and not feel scared to put it on in the morning now. So yeah, things are hopefully looking up a bit. So that's all the symptoms I've had for 8 to 12 weeks. It's been a bit of a whirlwind this past month. I just can't believe it's been a month already since I filmed my first one. But yeah, it's been a humongous whirlwind with the bleed and everything. Well, 2 bleeds, and you know, feeling sick and tired all the time and not being able to enjoy foods I used to love. But I'm hoping that as I get into this 13th, 14th, 15th week, I do start to feel a bit better. So I will finally do a bump shot. So this is how we are looking at 13 weeks. This is a maternity top because it just feels a bit more comfortable now. So this is looking quite, it's not huge, but it's definitely a lot bigger than I was last time. I think I was probably around 18 weeks with Ted when I got to this point. But yeah, we're looking pretty pregnant right now. So I think next month I'm going to look super pregnant. So tomorrow we have got the 12-week scan. So I'm hoping that the dates are still right and I'm 13 and 3. But I will give you guys that update in my 12 to 16 week pregnancy update. So I hope you guys are all keeping well. If you want to see more pregnancy content, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Uploads they haven't got a schedule at the minute. It's just as and when I can film, as and when I can edit, as and when I can upload. So yeah, I really hope that I just really hope that this pregnancy slows down a little bit because I'm trying to make the most of it. But I hope you guys all keep well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.